Previously mentioned on my videos was I wanted to replace these back scenes on the higher section because I wasn't too happy with them, and obviously I've got to finish the end section up there. So what this one here just lifts out, so I can take that one out and get that on the bench. This section here is on brackets right at the rear of it, so I'll have to get some steps to reach over the back and then remove this and get them down on the bench and remove the old back scenes. So that's the back scene removed. You can see the brackets, and I did have wing nuts on the back, so they did come off quite easy. And now I've got it down on the bench, get the old back scene off and get the new one on. So that's the new back scenes on the back of the church area. Panning round. I think they're a lot better than the old back scenes. During there I'll have to put some trees in front of that just to hide that break. Then up the far corner there'll be some trees there where it joins, just to hide the slight difference, the back scenes. Then if we go all the way back down. To the other end where I put new back scenes up the other end. This is the other back scene here. It'll look a lot better than it was before. I've got a couple of bubbles I've got to try and get rid of, otherwise they're quite good. So one of the jobs I've got to do on Smallwood Junction is on the lift out section, which originally I wasn't going to scenic, but I've decided to do it so I could use it as a bit of a photo shoot for new locos on the layout. So today I'm going to attempt to weather the ballast. I've already wetted the track with rail match paints, which is dark rust and sleeper grime, and the ballast is fixed down in the conventional way with PVA. So I've covered the points where I don't want any spray to go. So now I'll set up the spray gun and we'll have a go. So I've mixed with paint. I've mixed it direct in the top of the airbrush. Just mixed it directly in there with my rail match sleeper grime with some thinners, so it's sprayable. It's only a cheap airbrush, but it does what I want. So we'll start airbrushing. I can't speak while I'm airbrushing because I'm going to put a mask on. There's the finished airbrushing. Obviously I need to clean the top of the rails. It's a bit difficult filming with a spray gun in one hand and a camera in the other hand. So, and I'm not an expert sprayer, just showing you how I do it. I get quite a good effect, I think, from what you can see from my other videos. Obviously I did put something in the points there, a bit of blue tack to stop the spray going onto the point blades. So this is how I make me stone walls, which you've seen in previous videos. I cut me cardboard out on a laser cutter. Obviously I do quite a few at a time, but there's just enough components here to show you how I make the wall. And the walls just consist of two pieces, and I'll glue them together using rocket card glue. If I can get it open. I'll put some of that on. Right on there. Spread it out. Just put the two halves together, line them up, and that gives me a section of wall. Let that dry. And for the pillars, I've got 4 pieces which make up the pillar. Just glue them together. Not saying this is the only way that you can make stone walls, this is the way I do it, and I get quite good results with it, have you seen on my previous videos. And I need some more of this wall to extend the section down for the hotel, the low relief hotel that I'm going to build. And then that's a pillar section. So what I do with them, now I'm using Metcalf stone sheet, which is a grey stone. That's what I'm using to cover them. So I've cut pieces from a stone wall and basically just stick them on either side. Stick them together. That's that. That's a section of wall. And with the pillars I do a similar thing. I've cut some pieces out. Check which. Section on there. Okay. That's a pillar, so I can let that dry. The one's slightly long, so I can trim that off once the glue's gone off, and then just on the edges is to colour the edges in with a grey pencil, cover the edges, and that forms a section of wall. Now I've got the back ceiling along here, I can start building up in front of it now. So I want some more low relief buildings along here. One of the buildings I do like is the new Metcalfe Hotel, which I've seen on quite a few different layouts on YouTube. So what I've done, I've downloaded the dimensions of the footprint just to check where I can get it in. I'm thinking of putting it just there, but what I'll have to do, I was going to bring my steps down here from that level, but what I need to do is I'll extend that level further along, and I'll put the steps down here to come down onto this level here, and obviously I'll look at what I'm going to put just here then. So I've cut a piece of polystyrene which fits where I want to extend it for my hotel. Cut that to size. PVA on. Put that in place. And we'll put some weight on it, and then we'll let that set and then take it further. One of the little projects is a low relief build for the area which I showed you previously on a video, which is the Metcalfe Hotel Wednesday, and this is a little project for Paris. Paris hasn't done a Metcalfe kit before, and she wants to get a bit more involved. She's done a lot in the churchyard area, so she's going to attempt this Metcalfe. I'm not going to film it all because it's a standard Metcalfe build and most of you will have seen it. So let's get them out. Well, what do you think this will be like, Paris?
I think it'll be lovely.
Looking forward to it?
I am looking forward to doing it.
A challenge? Or?
It's a little bit of a challenge for me, yeah. So hopefully it's going to look just like that.
So we open it up, and the first section is to cut all the parts out, as you normally do in a Metcalfe. So we'll let Paris get on with cutting the parts out. Watch you don't cut her fingers. And then we'll come back a bit later and see how she's got on.
Thank you for joining.
So let's have a look, see how Paris has got on. Let her show us what she's done. That's building 1. How did you get on, Paris? What did you think?
Easy, yeah. I think it's really good. Really easy. I found it quite good.
Building 2.
Probably not as perfection as you, but I have tried.
And they look very good, don't they, so far? So, at the moment, we're going very well.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed that. It's been lovely.
On to building 3.
So I've got all the individual parts, as you can see, together of the hotel. So now it's time to put them all together. So here we go, let's see if they fit. It's looking quite good, Paul. I think I've done a good job here, do you? And see if they line up right. Perfect fit. How about that? Let me put this as a bit. There we are. What do you think of that, Paul? Perfect fit.
Yeah, it looks good. We better get some glue on it before they move.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's brilliant.
Looks good.
Been a good project, yeah. It's been lovely. So now we've got the roof on, and now we're going to put the chimney pots on. We aren't using the Metcalf ones. We've got some, what they called, Paul? Detailed 3D printed ones, yeah, chimney pots. So there they are, which I think they're quite efficient for the job. Right. I think they look much better than the rolled paper ones. Let's see where that goes on now. A minute. Make sure it's on perfect. That's one on. I'm on it. Oops. This way you can have a steady hand. Just let that dry for a little minute. So that's all the hotel finished. The chimney pots are on, the ridge tiles are on. So it just leaves the base to go on now, and then we can try it on the layout. I think it looks quite nice. Do you, Paul?
Yeah, it looks good.
I've done quite a good job of that.
Do a bit of weathering on it.
Yeah, I'll do some weathering all along here
up.
and tidy it up, and then you can see the end results. Let's get it in line. Making sure it's on right. So what do you think of that, Paul?
Looks good. Let's try it on the layout. Go on.
Right, so that's the hotel finished. This is the location where we're going to put it. Let's just see whether it will fit in. Absolutely perfect. Look at that, Paul.
It's a good fit. It looks good then, doesn't it?
Looks good, doesn't it? I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, it looks very nice. So what I've got to do here is extend this wall across in front, and obviously work out what's going to go here. What I've done on the road, I've made this out of fill of the road, where it goes up and it goes down and obviously disappears. I've used the filler so it doesn't look too flat. I'm trying to get away from looking perfectly flat.
A bit of character to it.
Yeah, and we're going to have the bandstand here in the park area, and the new memorial that we bought needs a bit more spraying, but I think that looks very good. I'm really pleased with that. What do you think, Paris?
I think it's absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really proud. Thank you for letting me do that. I love that.
Paris's first Metcalf build, which looks quite good. Got to do a bit of weathering on it. I might put some gutter in and drain pipes to detail it up a bit. We can do that later. And in a future episode, Paris and Paul will be appearing on the balcony when we get our Model U figures. That will be in another episode. So what we've got to do along here is extend the stone wall along, carry it on here, because this is where we had the hotel sitting, which was removed so I can get the stone walls in. I showed you previously how I made these out of laser cutting and gluing them together and building them up. So now we come to fit these in. They basically slot in and continue the wall along. A bit of rocket glue. Put that in. Put a bit on the end. Put a straight edge along the wall so we get the next bit. We fit a column in. And then the next section. And the next column. We'll let them glue till we do the next section. Now the walls have stuck, we can look at putting the capping stones on, which I also laser cut out. Rocket glue again. Stick that. once they've glued, I can weather them. I need to infill a bit of the road here, a bit of filler, just take that up to the wall, and probably need another building here. Might have to extend this a bit more and then look at putting the cottage down there. So there we have that section of stone wall finished with capping stones on. When they're dry, put some weathering on. Looks quite good.